welcome back to our channel. It's the Choose here from Choose to Explore, where we teach you guys how to see the world
and save $1.
So we are here in Havana, Cuba. In order for us to get here, we faced a lot of obstacles. We had to leave work early, we had to beat a hurricane, we had a long layover in the airport, but because of a good flight deal, we ended up here. Now, this trip is a little bit different than what we usually do because we're here with two amazing couples. As you see, they are so happy to be here. You can tell so much. But we're so lucky that they invited us down here. We're going to have an amazing trip. So say what's up. We got Lee here. We got Bree here. We got La India. And we got Alistair. So stay tuned, y'all. We got a ton to do on this trip in 6 days. So stay tuned, y'all. On the airport, we got a ride. And we're taking a taxi to the Airbnb. It cost about $20 US to get there. And there's nothing else we could really do. So let's get there. So we just checked into our Airbnb, and in Cuba you have to stay in casa particulares of Americans because you can't stay in hotels. So we are on the 6th floor.
Yeah.
And Liv, talk about it.
So pretty much it's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. We each get our own little space, so I like it. It's cool.
We have this beautiful patio here. We have the kitchen. We have our own beds. We actually got 2 beds. So we love it right here, and we have a beautiful view looking out to Havana. So check it out, y'all. And boy, let me tell you, Cuba is hot. Look at this, look at this. This is crazy.
I love it. I love it here. The weather is perfect.
So we made it to Revolutionary Square, which is about a 20-minute walk from our Casa Particular. And we are in Revolutionary Square because if you see behind me, that right there is Che Guevara. And right over there, you see Camilo Cienfuegos. So super dope to be here. And behind me, pardon me, I don't know who or what that is, but still dope to see. Alright, so our food just came out. We waited a little bit. I got the rice with the chicken with the salsa. Liv got some
Rice and beans.
They were really limited in their options, but let's hope it tastes good. Alright, so we out here in the classic car. We heading down to El Cristo de Habana to try to catch the sunset. And look how we sardines in the back over there. Got my boy Leo on the lens. And we just made it just in time for the sunset for El Cristo de Habana. And this is an amazing view that looks at Old Havana with the water. And I'm talking too much. Just check it out. Just check it out. And now we're just hanging out here watching the beautiful sunset. I mean, just look at that. And no better way to celebrate Jesus than with a coconut itself.
Well, Chew, you're gonna have to give me 100.
All right, and now we will enter La Barca. So we just took a cheap 2 peso boat ride across the water. It was beautiful and scenic, right, Bree? But now we're in Old Havana. We're just gonna chill and hopefully just walk around and see what Old Havana has. And now we're walking through Old Havana, and tell me this does not look like Colombia. Man, Cartagena. Just nobody chasing you around, rapping to you the whole time. And now we're heading to Plaza Vieja in Old Havana. If y'all could see right here on the floor, you got those cobble streets. It's real, it takes you like you're back in time again here. Here we are at Pizza Retro. And the food has arrived. We got a Hawaiian pizza and a margarita pizza for the night. And here we are at Plaza Vieja. Just finished that pizza. Nice dope little area right here. And here's to gelato. Bree was talking about this all day, so okay, I ain't gonna lie, it do look good though. It do look fire, I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, you don't have the flavor I had yesterday.
And we all got our gelato. About $1.50. And it's about to be 9 o'clock. We're here right across the, I don't know, Havana something. Cristo, where we were. And we're hoping to see them light the cannons across. So they just turned the light on. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's some fire that's over there. But I want to see the cannon. Alright, they about to light it. Oh, yeah. Bomba! Alright, it's day 2 here in Cuba. We got picked up in this beautiful truck. We got Ali coming, and we're heading to Vinales, which is supposed to be a super dope trip. So stay tuned, y'all. Y'all don't want to miss this. Out here with the gang. We were so lucky to have Ali as a guide to Vinales because she was similar to us in age and very comfortable speaking about our differences in culture. We really learned so much from our experiences with her. Because it was 6 of us, we paid $60 per person for the day trip, which included the 2.5-hour ride to Vinales from Havana, entrance fees to Cueva del Indio, a boat ride through the tunnel, tobacco plantation, horse riding, smoking Cuban cigars, and El Mural de Prehistoria. Also, it included my favorite meal throughout our stay in the country. We made a video on this experience that you can find in the top right corner and in the description.
Sí, sí, pero yo venía una pila de ciclo que dejó conmigo, no sé si
Alright, so it's 6 a.m. We are leaving La Habana and we are heading to Trinidad, which seems way closer on the map than what it really is. So it actually is about 5 hours away, and it was really a struggle just to get and find transportation because the bus here does not work all days. So if y'all want to know the days that it comes, please check out our guide below. But we rented a car yesterday, and it's $170 for $170 US dollars, which is a lot more than I expected to pay here, but it was significantly cheaper than any other mode of transportation. And this is the whip that we're in. It might be a little tight, but we in a Jeep. 5 hours, hopefully. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so we just talked our first stop. Man, we need to stretch our leg. This is a long journey. We are in the country out here in Cuba on our way to Trinidad. Let's get back in there now. And we just made it here in Trinidad. Boy, that was a journey, but it was beautiful and scenic. And 5.5 hours later, we are here. I love the streets. It's cobblestone. Not great if you got a car, but great to sit and enjoy and check into our Airbnb. It's 1 o'clock, and let's see what's there. Checked into our Airbnb, and it's amazing here. My man Alistair couldn't wait to take his shirt off. But it's a dope spot here. It's like open. I love the concept of it. We're in a 3-bed. Everybody got their own bathroom. We got a patio. And it's just real good to be around each other and enjoy each other's time. Trinidad is hot. Let me tell y'all that. Trinidad is hot, but it's well worth the visit. So check it out, y'all. All right, and we got the gang out here, and we are heading out to go get some food. But ladies and gentlemen, be aware of the cobblestone roads. This place is cool, but be sure you got some ankle support. Ladies, leave the heels at home. So this place kind of reminds me of Antigua, Guatemala, just because of the colonial bright colors, cobblestone, and the beautiful buildings. So check it out, y'all. Seis personas. Seis.
Seis.
So the food just came out. I got the fish with tomato sauce, and it actually looks really good with the white rice. Liv got the
Pasta with veggies.
Pasta with veggies looks good. Everybody's food looks pretty good so far.
Yeah.
They taking their time and they grubbing on. Alright, so we just took a taxi from Trinidad to Playa Ancon. It was about $18 total for the 6 of us. And now we're in Playa Ancon, which is supposed to be one of the nicest beaches in Trinidad. So let's check it out. So we're here at Playa Ancon, and it's beautiful, and I'm not even a beach person. The sand here is a little bit shelly, but beautiful nonetheless.
Yes, the water is really clear, it's really warm. I like this beach a lot.
I think it's definitely a place that there could be a lot of tourists, but right now if you come during sunset, there's not that many people here, but they have the beach huts. I mean, what are they like? The palm tree structures. They have the beach chairs. So if you guys are in the Trinidad area, I would definitely recommend to come here and support the Cuban people.
Yes.
My boy Lee. Wow, that is crazy. So we're just getting back from the beach and we're in Trinidad, and if you can see, it's only like 6:30, but it is so dark here.
Pitch black.
And that's because I'm unsure. I was talking to some workers and they were telling me that during this time about 8 months ago, the government just has been turning on and off the lights at different times of the day, so it's kind of hard to kind of predict it. So we were trying to get food, but there's no electricity. So we're hoping that we can find somewhere to eat. But if you guys do see any lights anywhere, it's people with their own light. It's not actually electricity that is running. So let's see what we'll get into tonight. So we found a spot that looks like it's serving food, but it's just pizza and spaghetti. But it's cool how resourceful these people are. Food has arrived. We got the Hawaiian pizza. This is like our 3rd or 4th Hawaiian pizza that we've been here, but it's been pretty good. You know, when something goes right, you don't change it.
We've been so good that God even blessed us with an extra.
Yep, it gave us an extra one for us right here. I'm really jealous because Lindia got this amazing steak with the rice. Listen, they really made the presentation good on this. So definitely come check this one out, y'all. If they got power.
Oh my God.
And just like that, 5 minutes later, music is playing, lights are out, night and day is completely different. So you never know when electricity is gonna come on, but still a cool experience. So if you can't see right now, you probably can't. There ain't a lot of electricity, but the music, the people, is very lively here in Trinidad. So the last three standing. It's myself, we got Trini, and we got Lindia. And we just gonna follow the music and see where it takes us tonight. So stay tuned, y'all. And the music has brought us here. Check out this dope vibe Saturday night, y'all. This is Cuba. So we just had an amazing time in La Casa de La Musica, and honestly, I was really surprised by it because I wasn't expecting it, right? But now we're at our next spot. We're moving from one spot to another, and it's supposed to be the most poppin' discoteca in all of Trinidad. I'm up here with the turn up right here. We're about to see what the discoteca in a cave is like. Yeah, so stay tuned here. All right, and we're inside of the cave and heading down to La Discoteca. Good morning. So
I'm surprised that I woke up as early as it is, which is 8 o'clock right now, because we had I had a crazy night at the cave and also the Casa de La Musica. But it's good to get a sense of the nightlife here in Cuba and Trinidad, because it was fantastic.
So our Casa Particular offers breakfast for $5 per person, so that's what we're gonna check out now.
So let's hope it's good, but it's definitely good to support the Cuban people.
We made an entire video on our experience at El Cuban Natural Park. It was about 15 minutes away and $10 per person to enter. To get to the waterfall, we had to hike about 50 minutes, but it was well shaded and marked paths. At the fall, we had life jackets if you are not a strong swimmer. The views of the fall are beautiful, but are deep. Behind the falls, they have a cave system that is pitch dark and has some bats. We were too tired to continue, but I do hear it is beautiful.
And we're back in Trinidad, and boy, I don't even know how long that journey was because I fell asleep. I am so tired. So now we're walking, trying to get some food because I ain't gonna last too much longer without it. And my food just came out. I got the pork rib. And honestly, it looks amazing. I can't wait to eat it. And the gang is with us again, and we just drove about 15 minutes to a different beach, which is Playa Aguilar. And it's real similar, but it's way less people here. We're walking in, it looks like we're the only ones here on this side. So we're gonna walk up and see what's there. In total, it was about 2,400 pesos for the 4 of us to go there and come back. So pretty good deal. So stay tuned and let's watch the sunset here. Nah, this is nice.
So we accidentally pulled up to this place called Real Trinidad, and boy, the scenery is beautiful. I mean, we got here because we were running away from some other guy who was trying to give us a tour or something. But we just looked up and we were like, oh, let's check this place out. We saw that chefs were in there and they were cooking lobster. So we like, lobster in Trinidad? Yeah, we gotta eat here for sure. So we're right here on a rooftop, and it's just stunning, just the ambiance here. Definitely the place to take your wife, right?
That's right.
So they have a lot of things on the menu, and I don't know how they got these things in Cuba, but I'm not gonna be one to complain. Let's see what they got when our actual food comes out. So the food just came out. I got the chicken with the coconut and pineapple, and Olivia got...
I got pasta with pesto and veggies, that's it.
But let me tell you about Lala. Lala, she got that lobster.
Man, you got money.
She got money.
Hey, it was the same price as y'all.
So we made it to La Canchanchara, which is right here in the heart of Trinidad. Now, La Canchanchara is actually a traditional staple drink in Trinidad, and it's served in these beautiful ceramic cups right there. So the ingredients are what, Liv?
It's limon, agua, hielo, y aguardiente.
It's a really cool place to be, and between 4 and 7 p.m. they actually have live music here playing. So I definitely would recommend to come down here and try what?
La Canchanchara.
La Canchanchara. Now we're walking through Plaza Mayor. Next day here in Trinidad, actually our last day. Bree told me all about these fire fish sandwiches that she said I had yesterday, so you know I gotta go and try it. She says it's only 60 pesos, which is like 50 cents, actually less than 50 cents, like 30 cents. So let's go check it out. And right here is where those famous fish sandwiches are, as you see right here. And here goes that fish sandwich with the fresco, 85 pesos, like 50 cents for these two. And today we are heading back to Havana, but we're gonna take a different route, and we're gonna take a mountainous route. So our first stop here is the beautiful mountains where they said that Che, Fidel, and Camilo were fighting with the rifles in guerrilla warfare for during the revolution. So it's dope to get the history and see how things were done here as well. After a long journey, about 6 hours, we made it back here in Havana in the same Airbnb. Once again, $70 a night, around like $23 per couple, which is here. And it's good to just be back in Old Havana and just explore before our last day, which is tomorrow. But still love the views. We all got our same bathrooms and bedrooms, but we'll just hang out here. And next up, we're here at the National Capitol in Havana. And this is a beautiful, humongous building, and it's based off of the US National Capitol. So super dope to be here and see it. Check it out. So going to Cuba is the closest thing to time travel that I've experienced. From the old buildings, the classic cars, it's like going back into time. Havana honestly is not the prettiest city I've ever been to, but it does have an old world charm. And now we're doing the same struggle we've been doing for days, and that's trying to find, that's right. Let's see if we find something good, but I'm hopeful, but I don't know if we will. All right, come on. Trinidad. We heard good things about El Dandy, so let's check it out. It has really dope decor. They play American music, and the food so far looks pretty good. So I'll show you out I'll take you guys through what it's really like in here. So we found this dope spot here, right in the Central Park. There's people who are playing basketball. There's kids over here who are playing, and there's people teaching them. It's really a cool place for different sports and activities. My boy Alistair over here working on his, getting his weight up, because this dude over here challenging him, so I'm gonna show you.
Alistair and I played pickup basketball with locals on the slipperiest courts I've ever played on. I love how basketball united people regardless of the language barrier.
Alright, so the sun just set and we walked to Callejon de Hamell. So this is the central where they have all the Afro-Cuban culture showcased here.
Alright, so unfortunately it looks like Sundays at 12 o'clock, midday, they have a big festival or activities here in Callejon de Hamell, but we were in Trinidad yesterday, so we just missed it. So we were unsure about what this is. We were walking back to dinner, but just check it out. Everybody dressed in white. Here in Cuba, and we're not really doing much, just gonna shower, chill, go to the airport, because I hear this is one of the worst airports in the world. So I'm gonna try to get there 3.5 to 4 hours early, even though we have no check bags, just to try to make sure we get there in time and not miss our flight, because I do not want to be stuck here in Cuba. Our flight's at 12:30. We're probably gonna try to get there at 9, so I'll take you out through the process as well. But last day here in Cuba. So from our Casa Particular, we took a taxi from our good friend Alexis, who I highly recommend using to get from the airport, from our Casa Particular to the airport for $20 US. And it took us about 45 minutes in order to get through. But I think that's because we came so early, which was at 9:30, and there weren't a lot of people in the airport. But there were some crazy lines if you are going to other destinations. Luckily enough, our flight isn't until 12:50 and we got here at 9:30, so we kind of just breezed through. But that really just wraps up our trip. This was an amazing trip here for 6 days in Cuba. It was definitely a difficult place to navigate, but we had a great time here, and I would recommend it. And thank you guys so much for checking out our channel. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.